Warm welcome. We get you this special broadcast from Mumbai at the back of an incident that has shaken the very belief on what this city is built on. Very often it's said, and rightly so, that cities don't rape women, it's the people who live in the cities do. But for most of us who worked all over the country, including Bombay, we've often believed that maybe Mumbai dances to a different beat, that just maybe the collective people of this particular city give this city a character which makes it respects its women a little more than other cities. Well, today, sadly, that belief lies shattered in the series of sex crime that this city has faced in the last couple of months, the latest being the Shakti Mills gang rape case. Well, we report from the Shakti Mill gang rape in this particular bulletin, and for our first story, we'd like to revisit the Shakti Mill gang rape case and tell you more about the 5 faces behind this heinous crime.
None of these depraved brutes is a juvenile, and they're certainly not new to the world of crime. They're shameless, and at least 3 of them are repeat offenders. Chand Sheikh, Qasim Bangali, Vijay Mohan Jadhav, Siraj Rahman Khan and Salim Ansari, the men who have shamed Mumbai, violated every woman's dignity. Headlines Today has tracked down the rapists' homes and has spoken to the families of Mumbai's monsters. The grandmother of Chand Sheikh, one of the 5 accused in the gang rape case, still maintains that he's 16 years old and deserves to be sent to a juvenile home.
मेरे को मालूम है 16 साल का, उसका बड़ा भाई है 18 साल का, ये सबसे छोटा है ना.
This despite the clear overwriting on the birth certificate and the Mumbai police chief's clarification.
और 2011 में पुलिस ने उसको अरेस्ट किया था और उस समय उसका जो डेट ऑफ बर्थ हमारे रिकॉर्ड में हिस्ट्री शीट में लिखी गई है, उसके हिसाब से वो 18 साल की उम्र पूरी कर चुका है.
We next reached Satrat area, where Qasim Bangali's neighbors talked about his criminal past and blamed his mother for the kind of upbringing she gave her son.
उसकी माँ उसको सपोर्ट करती है. आज उसकी माँ उसको पकड़ने के बजाय उसका कपड़ा लेकर के निकली.
Qasim meanwhile has confessed his crime to his mother.
तो मेरा लड़का बोला माँ मैं गुनाह किया. अब गुनाह किया है, अब लड़का के नसीब में जो सजा लिखा रहे वो सजा दे. सरकार को जो समझ में आवे वो करे.
Mumbai police believes that the brazen manner in which victim and her friend was lured into abandoned Shakti Mill compound by this rapist prove that all accused are hardened criminals. They even made the victim to clean up after the crime. It makes for a watertight case against all these rapists for whom victim and her mother sought for life imprisonment. With camera person Sunil in Mumbai, Vikas Mishra for Headlines Today.
Isolated, desolate and spooky. This 10-acre compound today of Shakti Mill stands testimony to everything that Mumbai did not want to see. Life outside this compound is bustling. Activity is going on, but nobody ever wanted to step in right here into Shakti Mills because they knew better. They wanted to ignore everything that went on here till it stared them in the face. The sad part is that Shakti Mills is one of the many places like this in Mumbai.
The brutal gang rape of a 23-year-old photojournalist inside the Shakti Mills compound on the 22nd of August would never have happened but for a costly slip-up by the Mumbai police. In 2011, the Mumbai police had conducted a city-wide mapping of vulnerable spots for crimes against women. All abandoned mills and forts had been tagged as extremely vulnerable.
Dilapidated, isolated and eerie, Shakti Mills today is a spooky fortress spread across 10 acres. Right outside this compound, it's bustling with people activity, but nobody's ever stepped into this particular compound because they knew better. For them, Shakti Mills compound was something, and what went inside it was something that they didn't really ever want to see.
पीछे में उधर झोपड़पट्टी एरिया, वहाँ के सब लोग चोर ऐसे ये लोग आते थे, गड्ढुल्ले या तो नशा करने वाले ऐसे ही लोग आते थे ज़्यादा वहाँ पे.
आप लोग नहीं जाते अंदर?
नहीं, हम लोग नहीं जाते।
पुलिस मतलब कि गाड़ी आती है जाते हैं, वो लोग भी क्या रुकते नहीं है, खाली गाड़ी आती है गाड़ी लेके जाते हैं।
अंदर कोई नहीं जाता?
अंदर कोई नहीं जाता है।
वो सब आड़े टेढ़े लोग, चरसुल्ले गड़दुल्ले ऐसे दिखते थे, मगर हम लोग ना पूछते हैं ना करते हैं, हम लोग को कोई वास्ता वो लोग।
Right now I am standing in one of the places in Vadala. As you can see, this road leads inside to one of those colonies which has been evacuated a few years back, and this road is completely unmanned. There is nobody who walks in or goes from this place. The locals who have been living around in this area have told us that this is such places has been used by drug addicts to come here and do drugs. If I can tell my camera person to show you, right now we are standing outside one of those colonies which has been evacuated around 2 years back, and the gate has been locked. But what the drug addicts do is that they cross over through this gate, get inside and do drugs. So it's very clear that there is no security here. There is no police people who has been deployed to keep a tab. Right now I am standing in one of those closed mills in the area of Lower Parel. What the locals here say that such kind of mills which are not manned, there is no security provided here. It's a very easy spot for drug addicts to come here and do drugs. As you can see, this particular lane is known for drug addicts coming here late at night and doing drugs here. Even though there have been rounds up of police that has been happening here, and even the police come here and try to shoo them away from the place. However, every late evening they come back to this spot and they do drugs. Locals say that they have seen them doing this for almost quite number of years, even though they haven't harmed anybody per se in this area, but they believe that they being here around is might be threatening to them. Someday it might happen that some crime would take place here and nobody can do anything about it.
With Divyesh Nair and Preeti Chaudhary in Mumbai, Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
Women in Mumbai have traditionally occupied public spaces with far greater ease than in any other city in the country. Most women here have taken a lot of pride in their city. But something has changed now. The confident Mumbai woman is not so confident anymore. And sadly so, the same city which instilled that confidence in her has robbed it of her today. And Shakti Mills right here has played its own part.
It's called Maximum City, a city that never sleeps, a city that prides itself on its safety record, or rather a city that used to.
I have seen this city from my childhood and I'm totally in love with this city. So definitely it pains me a lot when I see gruesome incident like this.
And this is happening at 12 noon in prominent locations in Metro, in Churchgate. So, and everyone knows these locations. It's happening right under the policeman's eyes.
Mumbaikars outraged after these 5 men gang raped a photojournalist who was out on a shoot along with a male colleague.
Is it because there are too many people in the city? Is it because of other reasons? What is it? Is the difference too much between the haves and the have-nots? We all need to think about these things.
You have an underbelly to every city. It's across the world. The point is, does the system function or not?
Maybe tomorrow they'll wait for somebody to get acid on her face for them to suddenly wake up to the fact that, hey, acid should be banned or something on those lines. It should be regulated. So why are we waiting for an incident to happen to wake up to it?
And the fear is not without facts. The crime graph of Mumbai shows that incidents of rape have only been on the rise over the years.
Our metropolises, their social structure has completely undergone a change. There is no social pressure on the criminal elements. There is no stigma attached to crime. You find that criminal elements are being welcomed by political parties. Some of them are members of the assembly, state assembly and parliament and all that.
Crimes against women have been on the rise in the city of Mumbai for a long time now. But the Shakti Mills gang rape case has been a sudden and a grim reminder that there are limits to the safety that this city has to offer its women. Suddenly, the sad part is that women who felt completely fine stepping out in their Mumbai today, feel vulnerable. There is something that has gone wrong. That today, Bindas Bombay Is Mumbai shamed?
Yes, for one thing, I do think Mumbai has become much more unsafe than it used to be. Although I still use public transport, I use cabs, I don't take buses. And even just the instances of being stared at or groped on the road just feels like a much higher percentage than it was when I was growing up. So I do think it has become more unsafe.
Be it a terror strike or repeated terror attacks, the city has risen to the occasion. Call it compulsion or the Mumbai spirit, but one thing every woman knew, their safety was not an issue. Not anymore. And Mumbai can no longer hide behind the safety tag. With Preeti Chaudhary in Mumbai, Pragya for Headlines Today.
No matter how calm or surreal, there is a certain sense of unease that one feels when you stand here at Shakti Mills compound. How would it be for other photojournalists in the city? Many of those who are women go out at any time at night covering an assignment. Well, I decided to accompany one such photojournalist, Shreya Patil, when she went out hunting for old buildings in Old Mahim.
I've done assignments at a late night, like not only 11 but 1 o'clock, and I've been at home at 4 o'clock in the morning and stuff. But today when we are out at 11 o'clock also, I'm getting calls from my parents, ki, where are you, which place are you, what are you shooting tonight? So these questions were never asked by my parents when for so many years. Now that I'm married, my husband is also a photographer. He's also traveling for his assignments outside Bombay. He's also calling me up, ki kidhar ho, what are you shooting? But I can only tell him, at this place I am there. I'm like shooting in this area. When I travel back home, I live in the other end of the suburbs of Bombay. So if I'm shooting in the South Bombay, I have to travel down all the way towards my home. So it's like a 1 hour journey back home by train. So traveling late nights at train, in a train compartment, it's very difficult because you find luggage and there are chain snatchers also around. There are some men who are very I don't know, but you feel scared, after this incident. Traveling late nights, it's the way they look at you, the way they check you out, up and down. This
Mumbai's changed there.
Yes, of course they are. It's many things have changed. The people, the way they look at women has changed. Because till date, what I had seen in Bombay, I had traveled late nights, it was never a problem. If we two are here and talking here, and if something happens suddenly, and if we scream, you know that there's nobody else who can help us out here.
The streets of Mumbai have always been mean. There has always been an underbelly that has coexisted alongside this metropolis. But suddenly there is fear in the heart of the Mumbaiker which was never seen before. I'd like to end this special broadcast from Mumbai by quoting one of the old, worn-out cliches of Mumbai, the spirit of Mumbai. Well, no matter how much the Mumbaiker loathed it or hated it, the spirit of Mumbai always followed him or her, be it the Bombay bomb blasts, be it the floods, or be it 26/11. But with all that's gone down in the recent past, the Mumbaiker faces a serious risk of losing the old adage, the indomitable spirit of Mumbai.